G'day guys, so this is a follow-up video to the suction control valve video on the Hiace. Still pressed for time, got a lot going on, but I'm not sure if I mentioned the two little dowels. So in this particular case, we're doing the job from here, and you've got the dowels that we've now put in. Okay, and you can actually fit the suction control valve from here. You can even reach one hand around under and do the entire job from here, besides the intercooler pipe, the throttle valve, the boost pipe. Now, regarding the dowels, so you don't want to do them up too tight, but they really do help, because the nature of this is that if you're going to use the wrong stuff, these O-rings are going to slip. So there's the smaller valve there. Number one, if you're watching this video, you haven't seen the one before, if you've got the smaller suction control valve, get rid of it, put this one on. And we've used this sort of, it's a type of glue to hold the O-rings on. We use it predominantly on air conditioning. It's a gasket and thread sealer. It's not something that is going to go hard or anything like that. You don't need to worry about that. Normally you wouldn't need much besides a little bit of lubricant, and but not in this case, because if you're not going to use the dowels, what's going to happen is it's going to all slip away. So you can see how good this stuff is, that it's still sitting there. It's this one in particular. So what happens with all of us, we install something and then we think, oh, his O-ring moved, and then you pull it back to check if it's moved, and that's when you misseat the O-ring. So ideally, this is a one-shot installation. You want to do this in one shot. Keep it all clean as well. So in this particular case, we've gone from the side of the vehicle with a 5mm. This is the tool in the end that I've used with this, but the bolts were extremely tight. So originally I'd actually used something much longer. Oh no, it was a ratchet there with a 10 on it. Also, you don't want to mix these bolts up for the ones above it, and don't forget to replace with the new bolts that come with the kit. Okay, and if you're going to remove this fuel line, which you do, make sure you mark it, because it looks the same. Maybe it is symmetrically the same, but as a habit, just mark up and down. Okay, hope that helps. And I'll be installing and completing the whole job from here, and then going and putting on the intake tube and the fuel line, the low pressure line back from the top, even though you can actually see it from here. Hope that helps, guys. Just use those dowels and be confident. So one shot installation, not, oh, is it on, is it off? Because that's when you're going to misseat the O-rings. In fact, this O-ring sort of tore. I've taken it off now, but this O-ring actually was stripped when I removed it. It had a big tear, like piece hanging off it. Hope that helps, guys.